Hey, what's going on everyone? Lex here, and what we have in front of us here is something that 10-year-old me would probably be going nuts for right now. And I'm pretty excited, being 28-year-old me, but look at all these wrestling figures. Now, I've been a fan of wrestling for a while, and ever since I was a fan of wrestling, in fact, maybe even before then, I was a fan of wrestling figures. They've always gotten me really excited for whatever reason. I loved to play with them as a kid, and I decided to start collecting them. Now, I don't like to keep my wrestlers in their boxes. I like to take them out. I've always kind of gone by the philosophy that wrestling figures were made to be taken out of the box. Now, this isn't always the case. If you have a special edition figure or something like that, I can see keeping it in the box, or someone that you really like buying two of them, keeping one in the box. But I always like to open my wrestling figures, and I've got just this massive amount of wrestlers I've been picking up over the past few months, and I figured let's go ahead and open them up. Now, I really had a challenge as to what I should do video-wise for these figures. I thought maybe I should do them individually in videos. Maybe I should do them all in one video. I still don't know what I'm going to do as I'm filming this right now. It's just kind of overwhelming to see these many figures just right in front of me. I don't know. I think I'm going to try to do them all in one video and cut it together really tight so that it's not too long, but this is probably going to be a pretty long video. But anyway, I can't wait to get these open and finally look at all the stuff that I've purchased over the past few months. And by the way, we are being joined by my cat. There he is. Say hi, Rascal. Rascal, say hi. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with the Four Horsemen 4-pack here. It has Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Barry Windham, and Tully Blanchard, as you can see right here. One thing I will say about these figures before I open them up, they're packaged in here so that their legs are kind of bent, which I was never a big fan of, so I waited to get this on sale, and I got it for $25. Very good deal for 4 Elite figures. Not to mention, they're the Four Horsemen, so very good deal. This doesn't even make sense. Give me my figures. Alright, here they are, the Four Horsemen. Alright, so let's see. Let's get out we'll go with Tully first. So here's our Tully Blanchard figure. Got little stars on the boots and whatnot. Hairy chest painted on. Very good head scan. Very cool. I like that a lot. This is actually not a bad figure at all. Joints are nice. You got the TV right there. Very cool. Waist is a little loose, but nice. Alright, so here's Barry Windham. He's got the ponytail. Very fragile, I'm sure. Got the simple black vest on there. Take it off if you want. These are probably the best thing on the figure, these boots here. Awesome. I assume you can make quite a few customs with this one if you want. Just simple black trunks. Nothing too crazy there. And a decent head scan. Alright, here we go. Arn Anderson, AA, the Enforcer. Joint is a little stiff there. Got the white and red boots. There's a really sharp thing right there in his boots. Almost cut me there. Head scan is decent. Yeah, not bad. He's even got the little, they even painted on like the balding spots on there. I don't know if you can catch that, but very cool. And then red on the back, white on the front, AA on the trunks. Move that up a bit. There we go. Yeah, decent figure right there. Hair painted on just like Tully. Alright, and finally we have the guy who didn't look too great in every picture I saw him in, Ric Flair. This figure is okay. It's actually better in person than it is in the pictures. Yeah, it's not bad. He just looks so skinny that it just doesn't kind of look like Flair. Or maybe I just haven't seen Flair this skinny in a while. Flair is definitely not that ripped. I don't think ever. Torso's a little weird. The head does not move. It moves a little tiny bit, but barely. You got the RF there for Ric Flair. Black trunks, black knee pads, red and black boots there. I like my Flairs to be more colorful than that. I might try to do a custom paint job on this one. I don't know. I like the Ric Flair green and yellow combo, so maybe I'll do that, like WCW versus the World. And the knee pads with a little space on the back there. So those are the 4 horsemen. There you go. Flair, Arn, Tully, and Barry. The 4 horsemen. Very cool. I actually like this quite a bit. $25, that was a heck of a deal. Great figures, actually. Better than I thought they were going to be, because I thought they were going to be kind of messed up being in that packaging, but actually really cool. Let's move on to the next figures, though. We don't have a lot of time to stand and dwell on these. Alright, so next up we have our battle pack of Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury, J&J Security. I actually bought this pack because these guys would be perfect announcers for a figure fed. Not only that, but it comes with the camera, which is also awesome to have. Little accessories like that can go a long way. So let's open up this pack here. Alright, here we go. Jamie Noble, Joey Mercury. I almost knocked over my tower of figures right there. So I better be careful. So there's the camera right there. Pretty detailed for a camera. Goes over a guy's shoulder right there. They can hang on to it on the side. Oh, it's even painted silver inside where the lens is, so very cool. Alright, so here's the Joey Mercury. It's a basic figure, so it doesn't have much articulation, but honestly I don't need it to have much articulation. Just need it to be able to bend the legs here, which is a little tough, and be able to sit down. What's cool is that these figures have an earpiece right there, which goes along with the commentator thing as well. And just, I mean, as far as suits go, these are definitely 2 of the sharpest suits that have ever been on a figure. All black with a little gray tie there. And then here is Jamie Noble. Very similar. He's got the black suit. He's got the shirt is actually like a dark blue, and he's got the lighter blue tie, and then the earpiece right there. So very cool. Stand side by side. My announcers right here with the camera. Alright, so here's a figure that I've actually had for a very long time. I bought this on clearance at Toys R Us for like $3. And I had to get it because it's Desmond Wolfe, aka Nigel McGuinness, who is definitely one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I just loved his style, so I had to get this figure. I wasn't a huge fan of him as Desmond Wolfe in TNA, but this was the only figure that's ever been made of him that I know of. So, and it's even all dusty and everything like that. The packaging is pretty thrashed, so it's not really much of a collector's item anymore, just because how bad shape the packaging is in. So I figured I'm going to finally open this. Plus, I like the Jakks Deluxe figures, so let's open it. But here it is, finally out of the box. Finally. Desmond, it has Wolf on the back there, and it's got the Wolf logos on the side. Yeah, pretty much Jakks Deluxe. The torso is stuck for some reason, so maybe I'll have to work on that. But yeah, very cool. Desmond Wolfe. Oh, the hair is actually textured, which is nice right there. Very cool. Desmond Wolfe. Alright, let's open some Divers. We got Eva Marie here, who is actually one of my favorite heels right now in wrestling. I think she's spectacular because she gets so much heat. It may be X-Pac heat, but heat is heat in my opinion. I thought that Bayley should have dropped the title to Eva and be called up to the main roster, and then have Asuka chase Eva for the title. I thought that would have been some good TV, but they didn't want to do it that way, and that is their choice. Alright, so here we have our Eva Marie. I really like the Mattel basic women figures because they're essentially elite figures. This one a little tight on the joints here. I'm not a huge fan of the attire here. It's got kind of a green and yellow. Probably the attire that I'd like to have for Flair. It's got the little things painted on. So with these basic figures, you don't get the special molds like you would on elite figures. Except for Charlotte. Charlotte has like a special back piece mold as well. But still, and you know, this is all painted on, so it looks very thin. And I'm not a huge fan of this gold circle thing here. But I think the head scan is really good. And the hair, I like the hair, how it's off to the side. Yeah. One thing I really hate about these basic women figures is how difficult it is to put the arms out. And because it bends right there at that joint, and it feels like it's going to break. It should bend up here, but it's so difficult because this is pressed up against this so closely. But yeah, Eva Marie, very cool. I wanted this figure so bad, and I found her at Target. I walked down the aisle with style and profile. I looked up, and wow, there it was, Eva Marie. I was so happy. So Eva, very cool. Alright, next up we have Nikki Bella with her hat. This is a basic fig. I think I got this at Walmart in Anderson, California. Whoa. The hat just flew up and hit me in the face. So yeah, I try to pick up most of the women figures that I can because, like I said before, I do like them in their basic form, and they're cheaper. Essentially, basic and elite women are the same. We see Bella 02 on the back there with the special shoe sock combo. The socks are actually like lined, textured, which is very nice. I really like this attire from Nikki. I think it's a really cool attire. It's kind of a sporty combo. And then we have the hat here, which is like spiked. It's kind of hard to tell from that far away as a plane flies overhead. But it's a spiked hat. You can put it on backwards like that. I like this figure a lot, actually. This is really cool. You got the Fearless logo on the front, red attire. You can put it on front if you want, though. She kind of looks like a hot dog vendor, like that. But yeah, I like this figure a lot. Nikki Bella. Alright, next up we have Sasha Banks. I know a lot of people's favorite is Sasha Banks. I don't care for her too much, and I actually don't really care for this figure too much. It's all black attire. The head scan is questionable, the skin tone is questionable. I might actually paint this and do a custom figure on it, I'm not sure yet. Now there are rumors that Sasha is getting an elite figure very soon, which is nice, because hopefully she'll have an attire much more exciting than this. But yeah, so what we have here for the attire is a black attire, simple attire. It's got kind of silver rhinestones or whatever on there, and down here it has, I believe that says something, maybe not. I thought it said something, but maybe it's just a design. And on the back, got more sparkles on the ass, little things on the side there, and what the hell was that? And a piece of the plastic on the arm just came off. This figure seems skinnier than the other ones. Compare them side by side, it is. So she has a much smaller torso, she's much skinnier. She's got the arm thing going down the side here, and the one piece. I actually like this figure more out of the package than I do in the package. It's actually a decent figure outside the package, so I won't hate on it too much there. But yeah, Sasha Banks, like I said, I might try to do like some painting and just give her like a white attire or maybe a colorful attire. I guess I'll have to wait to see what the Elite is going to be. But yeah, those are all of the women that I got. I wish I had more, but I got what I could, so that's cool. Now on to the men Elite figures. Alright, so here we go, men Elite figures. We're going to start with the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah. With the hat, the glasses, the Slim Jim color attire, the belt as well, or the rib wrap, rather. So, actually very excited about this one. I'm going to have some stuff to say about this Macho Man, though. Slide him out here. There's the hat. It's got Macho written in silver up here, and the yellow flame designs all around the side and the back. We have the Macho glasses here, red, yellow, and black. And we'll put these on as soon as we get them out. And actually I want to try something. I want to put these on Sasha. See if they fit. Come on, Sasha. Yeah. Sasha's hair really won't let me do it, but I wanted to kind of see how she looked in these. Yeah, hair is giving me monster problems. They have, like, this Macho Man has like little holes in his hair to where these would fit, but this Sasha, yeah, not gonna happen. Here we have the rib wrap. Alright, and here we have the Macho Man. Yeah. Arm is a little tight. There we go. Work it out. And these are like molded on, these little designs here, because they're like little pieces of cloth, I guess. What's really disappointing about this figure is the tassels on the bottom are just one solid plastic piece. I'd love for the tassels to actually be some sort of cloth material, like Jakks did with their Ultimate Warrior classic figure. Yeah, this kind of sucks, just having these basic plastic. It's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, just something to mention. I see one of the cloth things coming down here, but it's not cloth, it's actual plastic molded on. So the one thing I was going to say about these figures that I don't like are the head scan and the hair. I know they can't get the head scan absolutely perfect because they're obviously not working with the scan, or maybe they are. I thought he got scanned just before he passed. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't like the hair. To me, this is not Macho Man right here. Now, Macho Man was kind of thin-haired and balding. Right? He was pretty much always that way from what I saw. But you put the glasses on, they fit right on the sides there. Oh, he looks awesome with the glasses on. Put the hat on. Yeah. Damn, that looks good. And let's put on the rib wrap here. I guess it would go like this. There we go with the rib wrap. That's a pretty good figure when everything is on. I would display it like that and just keep it like that. It's pretty good. If you just want to display this figure, pretty damn good. And from one Macho Man to another, it's the Macho King, Randy Savage, with his royal scepter, his macho crown, and his striped sunglasses, his very 90s-esque checkered neon attire right there. Although, I guess this was probably around that, yeah, this was probably 90 or so. Yeah, 91. So, very cool. Let's open it up and see how it compares to the Slim Jim Macho Man that we just opened. So that was a little difficult to get out, but we got him out here. So let's deconstruct this Macho Man so we can look at all the individual pieces here. We already know what he looks like with everything on. And, oh, is this actually, like, glued to his head? Oh, I guess it is. Okay. Not glued to his head, just on there really, really tight. So there's the crown here. It's got the purple gem there. And the scepter with the purple. And then we have the glasses, the white glasses with the green stripes. And actually, if we were going to put glasses on Sasha, these would probably be better. Right there. The joints are all really tight. And they're loose up here. So the upper half is loose. Bottoms are a little tight. But I love this attire. Very, very 90s attire right there. Very, if you're going to do like an era of certain guys, you definitely have to get the attires that most look like that era. And this is definitely that. So very cool attire. Alright, next up we've got the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. He comes with a gold briefcase, a basketball, and a $1 Million championship. Now, as I open this, the significance of the basketball is that he used to do a bit where he would challenge some kid, see if they were able to dribble the ball so many times consecutively without losing handle of it, and if they could, he would give them money. And of course he would usually kick the ball or something like that, so the kid could not complete what they were doing. So we have the basketball. Actually does bounce pretty good. It's not rubber, it's plastic. We have the briefcase, which, if I'm not mistaken, there we go. Just had to squeeze the sides. This is actually 2010 copyright, so I wonder who this came with originally. But yeah, you can put some fake contracts in there, some papers, some money if you want to, and very cool. Or you can hang it above the ring for a Money in the Bank briefcase. Then we have the $1 Million championship belt. It's just plastic, nothing special. There's no hard plastic on it. It's all rubbery plastic. So it's got the little textured, supposed to be diamonds on the front there. And here we have Ted in his laughing head scan. It looks absolutely psychotic. He's got a very nice trimmed beard right here, very textured hair, regular black attire, of course, with the gold money symbol right there and there, gold money symbol right there and there. Ted DiBiase was never one of my favorites. He's an okay in-ring talent, a decent talker. The character was what it was all about. It's a shame that this does not come with his suit, though. That would have probably been great, because I think I saw him more in his suit than I did in his wrestling attire. I know he delivers quite a mean fist drop, though. And if we put this $1 Million belt upon him, now we need a Virgil. That was pretty difficult to put on, and it doesn't really fit very well. You see it kind of slinks around his waist like like he's Shawn Michaels or something. And he's got no trunks on. But anyway, there it is, the $1 Million championship with his basketball and his briefcase. There you go. Now I need to get IRS to go with him. Alright, now here we are with the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, with megaphone and coat, of course. Doesn't look like it comes with anything else. Oh, sunglasses. So let's open it up. Alright. So So first and foremost, we have his megaphone with the hearts and kisses on the outside. Inside just plain white and red on the end right here. Alright, here we have the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. Get him, baby, that's the way. There we go, arm joint is down. But we have an elite articulation here, which is very cool because he's got the pants on and everything. We open it up, we've got the cummerbund here. That's kind of out of whack. Kind of lifted up here. It's very, very loose. We've got the tie with the musical notes in silver. The jacket that is white has the red hearts. And on the back, Jimmy Hart, the classic mullet that Jimmy still sports to this day, and the facial hair. So that's Jimmy Hart there. Let's put his megaphone in his hand. Alright. There you go. The Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. One of the best managers of all time. And here you go. Next up, Mr. Pay-Per-View Rob Van Dam. I picked this up at Walmart. My Walmart has a lot of old stock, and I love Rob Van Dam. I've always loved collecting Rob Van Dam figures because of the singlets. And so I had to pick this up. This will likely be the last RVD figure we see for a little while. Alright, so first off we have this chair, which is my first Mattel chair actually. I had plenty of Jakks chairs. This one has a little, it's kind of like, it's hard to say. A little gritty to the touch. Bam. Of course, you have to have a chair with Rob Van Dam for the Van Daminator and the Van Terminator. That one popped out real easy. Alright, here's a plane overhead. God damn it. Alright, here he is, Rob Van Dam. The shoulder joints are really tough to move for some reason, but he's got this singlet, which is pretty wild. Oh, I love the back. I didn't see the back of it. Fantastic blue coloring with the green and the yellow. And on the side of the boots we have RVD with the yin and yang there, and black knee pads, a ponytail with a very plasticky face, very shiny face there, and of course he's got the hand wraps as well. So very cool to do the Van Daminator, Rob Van Dam. Alright, so next up we have the man who just up and left, CM Punk. He's got his Wolverine chops and a hooded sweatshirt. So let's take a look. I gotta tell you though, I wish he were still wrestling for some other promotion. New Japan, Ring of Honor. It would be great to see him there. But I think our CM Punk wrestling days are over. So here's the hooded sweatshirt. It's made of cloth, very thin cloth. Has the CM Punk logo there. On the back you see the CM Punk logo with the stars. Let's get CM Punk out of there so we can put him in his hood. Alright, so before we put the hood on CM Punk, here he is, his figure. He's got, like I said, the Wolverine chops on the sides. He's got the very detailed tattoo, very colorful tattoo. He's got the straight edge tattoo right there. He's got some blue and black and yellow trunks with some black boots and black knee pads. He's got his white wraps with the X on the hand, and he's got drug-free right there on the knuckles. I love the tattoos on this figure. My last CM Punk figure was a Jakks Deluxe from 2008, I believe. So it was long overdue for this. I bought this with the Rob Van Dam at Walmart. Punk's joints are a little stiff, so it definitely not easy to put. It was actually pretty simple to put it on. What can I say? So here, let's close it up. And try to put the hood on there. And there you go. Oh, this is really cool. I like that quite a bit. There's CM Punk with his hoodie on. Hoodie doesn't quite go long enough, it seems. But if you want to open that up, you could. Oh, this is just awesome. I love this. I don't love this big Velcro there because it kind of sticks out if you want it open. But still, I mean, that's pretty badass. Walking down to the ring in that. Very cool. Thumbs up on this CM Punk figure. Now we have Triple H with his armor and crown that he used for WrestleMania 30 when he lost to Daniel Bryan in what is probably my favorite WrestleMania match of the last decade. That match was spectacular. Even saw Triple H doing a tiger suplex, of all things. Alright, here we are. He's somewhere in this red shroud. He's got the plasticky chainmail there. It's all gold. I don't really like the color chosen for this. I think it should be a bit more shiny. I don't know. It just doesn't look very nice. Let's open it up though. There's the cape and armor. And now he's got his skull on, which is actually kind of cool because what I can do now is if I already have another figure that I have doubles of, if I wanted to debut a new figure into the Fed, I could put this on top of them and give them somewhat of a Mortis gimmick, like WCW did with Canyon. Take that off, and we have a shaved head Triple H with black attire and white logos everywhere. Decent figure. Nothing to write home about. Obviously comes with this that I can use for someone else if I want to. And the headdress here. Next we have Earthquake John Tenta with his, well not his, but with Damien and Snakebag for the infamous thing that Earthquake did to Damien when it came to the Snake and Jake the Snake Roberts. Of course, Earthquake sat on the poor Snake, killed him, and Jake had a moment. Alright, so we have a cloth bag for Damien to go into, and you can it actually has a drawstring which you can tighten, which is very cool. Here is the Snake, which is actually pretty long. I mean, that's about a foot long right there. And he's got very detailed on the head. And let's see if we can fit Damien into this bag. Alright. Oh, come on. Almost. Yeah! Look at that. We got Damien into the bag. He's kind of sticking out there, so he barely fits. And here we have John Tenta, aka Earthquake, in his blue and black and yellow and red attire. He's got the balding spot on his head, which is a very nice touch. He's got the painted on hair on the chest, and this singlet is actually molded out of the chest. It's not actually just painted, which is very nice. He's got his tattoo, and yeah, big figure, big elite figure. Now let's have him squish Damien. Alright, here we go.
Holding the official now. Earthquake is going to squash this Snake. Don't watch this, folks. Please don't watch it. No, he's going to go. Come on, he's in. Oh, he got him.
That footage was too cruel, too repulsive for us to share with you. We all know what happened, but once was not enough. Here comes the Earthquake again.
Such a shame. Alright, let's open this one. I've been waiting for this one for a very long time. It is Demon Finn Balor. It includes the Demon headdress and Demon wrist gauntlets. I actually got this off Amazon for $20. Somehow, some way, I was able to hit the right moment. This figure usually goes for, since more have come out, usually $30 to $40. But I suspect this one will be a collector's item for quite some time, as it's definitely one of the more eccentric figures ever released. Alright, here we have Demon Finn Balor with his crazy little things. Oh, popped his top off. Pop that back on there. He's got his crazy things going off here, and they come off just like that. And he's got his headdress. Some of the pieces are molded together, so it's a little disappointing, but whatever. Not too bad. And here we have Balor. He's got the brown hair and then the black paint with the teeth and the tongue sticking down there on the back here. He has his wings on the back and a little bit of, I'm guessing, fire, and then flame design on the trunks, teeth on the knee pads, which is awesome, and teeth on the back of the legs, on the calves there, and these little lightning designs. And here he is, the figure that has eluded many, and including me, for quite some time. And this joint is stuck. There we go. So I can't wait to give some coup de grace with Finn Balor. Oh, and you can also switch these if you want to pose him for pictures. So if you... Well, this headpiece keeps coming off really easily. Try to smush that on here. So if you want him to do his whole thing where he's raising his arms up in the air and tilting his head back like that, you can switch these to fall downwards, just like that. Next we have The Godfather, Mustafa, the Fighting Machine, or, yeah, Papa Shango. Pimpin' ain't easy, but I'll tell you what, it's necessary. Alright, so the accessories that the Godfather comes with, his pimp cane. It's all gold, has a little texture on the handle here. Let's give him his pimp cane here. He also has his purple fedora hat with the feather of yellow in the cap. Next up, he has his Godfather chain, Godfather, in gold. I guess we should have put this on before we put the hat on. Sunglasses. Whoa! Bent. So he is an elite with the pants, so he, his pants kind of go like that and back up like that. Yeah, there's the Godfather, pimp cane in hand. All aboard the Ho train! I guess I shouldn't have said that second word in high pitch. Let's try it again. All aboard the Ho train! Alright, let's keep it going with the Big Boss Man. He comes with handcuffs, nightstick, and sunglasses. If you ever take a trip down to Cobb County, Georgia, you better read the signs, affect the law and order, you'll do hard time. Alright. So with Big Boss Man, you get these handcuffs, which are rubber. And let's use Godfather for example, because Boss Man would probably be arresting someone like the Godfather with his nefarious pimp tactics. If you'd like to see pictures like that and more pictures like that, you can follow me on Twitter at the... Or not at the... That was my old handle. You can follow me at Twitter at Lex Marston. But anyway, this Big Boss Man figure, obviously he's got the wide stomach protruding out there. I know that when Jakks did their figure, they had some really bad inaccuracies with their figure. This seems to be really good though. He's got no undershirt. He's got the tucked in shirt, which is nice. He's got Big Boss Man right there, along with some shields and some stars there. Obviously does not have the Confederate flag, of which he used to. as that is obviously quite controversial these days. You have the yellow stripes down the pants. All in all, I'm not a huge fan of Big Boss Man, but this is actually a pretty good figure with his nightstick in hand. Now, if we could only get a late 90s Big Boss Man, where he's doing his nightstick things. Alright, next up is another WWE Network Spotlight. It's Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Triple H, and this is circa 1995. So, this is a very interesting figure, I will say that. I've always been interested in Triple H's old gimmick, his old attire. So when I saw this, I had to have it. First off, we have his cane, which has a silver horse head right there. The snout looks a bit long, but otherwise pretty darn good. It's a bit bent from the packaging. Alright, and here we have Hunter Hearst Helmsley with his riding jacket. Awesome ponytail with the two, I don't even know what you call those, but the cloth hanging down there. It's not actual cloth, it's plastic that's molded into the hair. Let's take his jacket off here. Let's see, there we go. Take that off. And there you see his regular attire, his original attire, I wish he'd retire, that he wore in 1995. You see a painted on belt there, the red on the inside of the legs, the white stripes on the boots, and very nice ponytail. Very cool figure. One thing that's not very accurate, the nose. Probably should be bigger. Alright, next up we have a figure that is a little bit more on the detailed side. It's the Defining Moments Undertaker from March 29th, 1999, WrestleMania 15, when he defeated the Big Boss Man in Hell in a Cell, and then proceeded to hang the Big Boss Man from the cell. Something you probably would never see today. And probably shouldn't have seen back then either. That was quite tricky to get out, but man, this is a nice figure. For one, it feels heavy. It feels like it's got heft to it. It feels like it's a figure that is definitely worth $25 as it goes for retail. Secondly, you have a cloth cape, actually. An actual cloth cape that extends pretty far out. If you wanted to, could probably hide him like Dracula. If you would like to take the cape off, can you? Ah, yes. Here we go. There are some buttons on the side here that have it clipped to it. Alright, so that was pretty difficult to get off, and I was worried it was going to break that whole time, but I got it off to see the figure. Underneath, we have the Undertaker's WrestleMania 15 attire, which is really cool. First off, right here we have the shaved sides on the Undertaker's head, the ponytail with all the hair cascading down his shoulders. He's got that wicked goatee right there, and then he's got his Taker attire with the T, the Ministry of Darkness, and then it's actually like molded in to where his chest would be, so I don't know how well you can tell there, but that's a very nice touch. And then he has, if we get his arms out, he's got most of his tattoos here in color, the arm pads, he's got his gloves on, and then on the side here, it's kind of hard to tell, but a lighter gray design, and these buckle boots right here. Very, very cool Undertaker. And not only that, but he's size-wise, I mean, he's definitely taller than your basic figure there. Very cool. Next up, we have the Texas Rattlesnake himself, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hall of Fame Class of 2009 Target exclusive includes vest, chains, and a sleeveless what shirt. Alright, let's cut it open. Alright, first and foremost we have the what shirt, and it is, for some reason had a plastic thing around it. We'll get to that in just a bit. Very easy to remove. Stone Cold Steve Austin from his packaging here. He has his gold chain, which is rubber and a dull gold color, which sucks. He has a fantastic head scan, a scowling head scan. SCSA, Stone Cold Steve Austin. OMR, I believe, stands for one more round. And bulletproof on the back with a skull. He's got his shorts on. His short shorts, I might add. 2 knee braces, which is really cool. And has his Texas logo, or Texas tattoo there with some black boots. Let's take this vest off and put the shirt on now. So there he is without anything on the top there. Both the vest and the shirt are a stiff plastic. And there's the what shirt with without any sleeves. I don't recall. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I recalled most of his shirts that he wore had sleeves on them. So this was probably just to get away with adding a shirt in there that they couldn't add the sleeves to. Trying to get away with not adding cloth shirts in there, which kind of sucks. But overall, pretty good figure. I mean, if you're looking for likeness and that era with the short shorts and the knee braces, yeah, it's pretty cool. Next up, we have the Ultimate Warrior with the WWF Winged Eagle Belt. Has a blue strap to it. Let's open it up. The Ultimate Warrior, of course, went into the 2014 class of the WWE Hall of Fame. Alright, first up we have the World Wrestling Federation Winged Eagle Belt. What's weird is that it's kind of bent from the packaging, I'm assuming, because it's kind of going in like a hill formation. But the gold is very shiny on it. The world has the water painted blue, which is very fantastic, actually. This is probably one of the better belts that I've seen from Mattel. So that's very cool, and the main reason I basically bought this whole package. And then we have the Ultimate Warrior figure. I was never a huge fan of the Ultimate Warrior. I dug his presentation, I dug his look, but his wrestling was not my taste at all. Much like with the Macho Man, we have the plastic tassels that don't move at all, which really is disappointing. He's got tassels on his knee pads, which is cool. He's got a blue, yellow, and black face paint. Some pretty wild, detailed hair that is actually has a nice texture to it. But that won't let his head move very much. He's got tassels on his arm, which are also plastic. And black trunks with some coloring. On the back it says, "Out of Control." So this is the Ultimate Warrior, and we'll put the blue belt on him. There he is, the Ultimate Warrior. That's him shaking the ropes, by the way. Okay, so here we go. We're about to finish this off here. First we have Psycho Sid, or Sid Vicious, or Sid Justice, depending on when you were a fan. There we go. So Sid comes with a vest, which is actually propped open by this piece of plastic here. So Sid is probably one of the most basic figures you can get. I mean, black trunks, black boots, black knee pads, one long elbow pad, and 2 white wrists of tape. He's got his curly hair, which is textured nicely, and he's got certainly a psycho grin on his face. for a head scan. Comparison, let's get Dolph Ziggler here. He's obviously quite a bit taller than Dolph by a head right there, so that's nice. So we can give him the big boot and then finish it up. Well, actually, you can give him a choke slam and then give him the power bomb. Oh, there it is. Let's put Sid's vest on for size. Sid has very long arms in this figure, so this is not going to be easy. Luckily, these vests are a bit durable here. There we go. Got it around, and there he is with the vest and all. Sid Vicious, Sid Justice, Psycho Sid, whatever you want to call him, he is the master and ruler of the universe. So I think the camera cut it off, but here's the Dolph Ziggler. He comes with this shirt that says, "It's too bad I'm too good." He also comes with the white belt Intercontinental Championship, slick back blonde hair, the silver short tights over it on the bottom, or on the back. On the bottom, I guess, would make sense too. And a picture of a woman there. Black knee pads, black boots, and white design. Also has the white wraps on the hands. Alright, next up we have the Samoan Bulldozer, Umaga. That wraps around his waist. So, Umaga here has the taped thumb for the Samoan spike. Boom, right to the throat. I was actually always a big fan of the Samoan spike because he taped it up real good. Has the hair that dangles here, all plastic, of course. Has the necklace. His tattoos, including the Samoa across his stomach. Umaga down the side, and a picture of him on the other side, plus his tattoos on his ankles, right there, the taped feet, and just overall black trunks. I think this is a good figure. I think it's an appropriate size. Let me get the sarong on here. Push that back up if we can. There we go. Yeah, so there you go. There's Umaga with the sarong. Probably put that up a little bit. Yeah, decent figure. Very good head scan though. He's got the. If you look close enough, he's actually got the platinum grill in there. All right, next up is actually one of my favorites that I got. It's the hardcore legend Terry Funk. He comes with a ECW world title, belt, and a branding iron. Very nice. So let's open this up. Of course, Terry Funk, hailed out of the Double Cross Ranch in Amarillo, Texas. Alright, let's grab the branding iron there. So the branding iron is, it's still a flexible kind of plastic, but it's not too flexible, which is nice, because you can still, you know, jam it at someone and not have it bend too much. You've got the brand right there. Kids, do not try to set this on fire at home. We have here the excellent ECW World Heavyweight Wrestling title that has the kind of blood font on it. Of course, when Terry won the title at Barely Legal 97, it was not this belt. This came a bit later. It would have been great if he would have come with a Funk You t-shirt. That would have been nice. But still, this is great. He's got the slick back, wet look to his hair. He's got the stripes up and down. Obviously, if you wanted to, you could use these for a Chris Candido custom as well. Put the headband back on. There we go. And let's put the ECW World title around his waist. And for the branding iron now, there he is. There's the Funker. Terry Funk. I'm an old man. I can't take it anymore. 3 remain. It's the 1, 2, 3 Kid. How about that? That's a nice coincidence. So we cut the 1, 2, 3 Kid open here. 1, 2, 3 Kid, also known as X-Pac, 6 Pac, Sean Waltman. As soon as I saw this figure, I had to get it because of the attire. Here we go. So the 1, 2, 3 Kid. Pop them out here. There we go. So the 1, 2, 3 Kid comes with the WWF Tag Team Championship. Very similar to the, well, very similar, the same thing as the Yokozuna. So now I have 3 of these titles, which is kind of cool because I can pretend that these are a Trios Championship now. Very cool. So there's that. And then we have the 1, 2, 3 Kid himself, who's got the Kid on the front there. Ooh, the arms are a bit stiff here. He's got a very slender model here. Obviously, we compare him to someone like Psycho Sid. Much smaller, both height and width. On the back, we've got the 1, 2, 3 Kid. And if you lift it up, that's kind of weird, you know. But not much you can do about that. On the sides of the legs, too, he's got the black boots. The head scan I go back and forth on. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I think it's perfect, sometimes I think it's a bit too off. I don't know. I'm weird like that, I guess. But the legs move really well. If you want to try to do those spinning back kicks on Yokozuna, I don't think you could take Yokozuna down like that, but there he is with his Tag Team Championship. And there you go. The 1, 2, 3 Kid. Very cool figure. Glad they made one. Oh, there goes the title. And now we have Diamond Dallas Page, DDP, one of my favorites as a kid watching WCW. It says that Diamond Dallas Page's WWE debut was 1990. I'm guessing they're counting him driving the pink Cadillac for the Honky Tonk Man. Oops. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Got a long time being back coming through your town in the pink Cadillac, just the Honky Tonk Man. Alright, so you get your DDP vest here. It is turquoise on the inside there, or teal, whatever you want to say. DDP on the back with the diamond logo. Alright, the DDP figure has the star tattoo on the chest, the colored tattoos on the arms, the DDP logo on the sides of the tights, the pink waistband there, black boots, black elbow pads, white hand wrists, a smiling head scan. I probably would have liked to have seen... Who the hell is honking their horn? Shut up! I'm trying to talk about DDP. So the hair should be more blonde than it is, in my opinion. And the figure's okay. Definitely other forms of DDP that I would like to see as well. Kind of like the jeans with the ribs wrapped up would be cool. Maybe something with a more serious face to it. But overall, it's pretty cool. Let's put the vest on real quick before we move on to our final figure. And there he is with the vest on, looking pretty slick. The DDP on the back. The figure's much better with the vest on, in my opinion. Let's see if he can give a good diamond cutter here. We'll take the 1, 2, 3 Kid. He locks him up in the cravat, and oh! What I don't like about it is I can't connect the hands because they're too far apart. I guess that's okay, like that. The master of the diamond cutter, DDP. Bang. Alright, and here we have our Billy Gunn Elite figure. Let's open it up here. I thought about maybe just selling this off because I am actually a fan of Billy Gunn. I was a fan when I was a kid of Billy Gunn. He was one of my favorites to watch. But I didn't really feel like I needed a figure of him. Then I kind of had a change of heart. I decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and keep him. So we're going to open him right here, right now. God damn. Alright, so Billy Gunn, as we can see here, comes with the shirt, the D-Generation X white shirt. And he comes with a little headband right here that says D-Generation X on it. He also comes with this headband, which is a little tied-off headband, which you would often see him wear. He also comes with a black D-Generation X shirt, in case you need an extra shirt for someone who turns into a D-Generation X member on your Fed roster. Rip this off, there we go. And here is our Billy Gunn with the neon green tights, the kisses all over, especially on the ass, because he is an ass man. BA, BG, the different colored lips there, and the white boots with the DX on them, and the buckles on the sides. This is actually a really cool figure. I was a big fan of Billy Gunn back in the day. He was definitely my favorite of the DX members. I loved his Famouser, and hey, look it. He's a bit bigger than Dolph Ziggler, which is nice. So these are all, I don't know if they're to scale, but they're scaled in some form or fashion. What's up, Billy? Screw you for taking my finisher. Oh, there's the Famouser. And give me that Intercontinental title. No, I'm kidding. So let's put on the other headband for Billy Gunn. Right there. Doesn't look too bad. Looks okay. Yeah, looks alright. Not too bad. Put the black shirt on with that. Or you can put the white shirt on if you want. Either way, that's Billy Gunn. One half of the New Age Outlaws. And that pretty much does it. I do have one more thing. Let me go get it and clean this mess up. Alright, finally we have here Rikishi Elite figure. I got this at Walmart a couple days ago. I will not be opening this, so I'm going to keep it sealed. It's kind of a desired figure in the land of collectors, so I'll be keeping this sealed. Probably looking to sell it to buy more figures. So that does it for the figure collection. Let's pile all the figures up and see the damage. And there they all are, folks. Our figure collection unboxing thingamajig. These are not all the figures I have. I have over 100 figures over here as well. So, yeah, pretty big thing. Very long video. Thanks for sticking with it and watching, and hopefully someday I'll have another huge unboxing of WWE wrestling figures and wrestling figures in general, because I don't just collect WWE. I'm hoping the Ring of Honor collection comes out very soon. I'm looking forward to that. And hopefully I'll have some maybe custom tutorial videos coming up once I get the hang of that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more figures eventually. Like this video to share it. And until next time, see you later.